Have you ever been cheated on? Blind love. People ask questions like that all the time, usually in hushed voices or passing jokes. Have you ever been cheated on? It's almost a cliche of heartbreak, a universal scar you're supposed to wear as part of adulthood. But when it actually happens to you, it isn't a cliche. It's a gut punch. It's betrayal at its rawest form. And in my case, it wasn't just the act of cheating, it was the smugness, the manipulation, the way I was made to feel small while it was happening. And the day I found out, I promised myself one thing: I wasn't going to let it slide. The perfect couple. At least that's what everyone thought we were. I'd been with Emily for almost 4 years. We met in college. Me, the quiet, slightly awkward graphic design major. Her, the outgoing communications student who lit up every room she walked into. People always asked me how I scored someone like her, as if my worth was less because I wasn't flashy or loud. Emily would just smile and say he's mine. That's all that matters. For a while, I believed her. We built a life together after graduation. A small apartment, shared bills, plans for travel. She talked about the future like it was guaranteed: marriage, kids, a house somewhere with a backyard and a dog. I wanted that too. I trusted her. I gave her everything. What I didn't realize was that she was already taking something away. Looking back, the red flags were all there. Late nights at work, a phone she never left face up on the table, a sudden obsession with fitness and new clothes, compliments that felt less genuine, more obligatory. I ignored it because that's what trust does to you. It blinds you. You tell yourself she loves you, she wouldn't do that, you're overthinking. But then came the slip. One evening, she left her laptop open on the couch while she ran to grab groceries. A notification pinged. An email. Normally, I would never snoop, but something about the subject line caught my eye. Last night was amazing. Can't wait to see you again. My stomach turned. My hands shook as I clicked it open. And there it was. Words I'll never forget. Wish you could leave him already. You don't need him. You need me. The sender? Someone I knew. Someone I'd actually had beers with on multiple occasions. Her coworker. When she came home, I didn't yell right away. I waited, watched her unload the groceries like everything was fine. Finally, I asked, "Emily, have you ever been cheated on?" She froze, looked at me like I'd just pulled a knife out of my pocket. "What kind of question is that?" She laughed nervously. "I'm asking because I just found out what it feels like." The blood drained from her face. She tried to deny it at first, the way cheaters always do. But I had the email, the timestamps, the evidence. Cornered, she broke. Her excuse? It didn't mean anything. Her defense? You've changed. We've changed. Her justification? I deserve to be happy. As if my happiness, my trust, my love didn't matter. I told her to pack a bag and leave. She cried, begged, promised it was over. I didn't budge. She left that night. But that wasn't the end. Not for me. I could have moved on, blocked her, erased her, built a new life without her. And eventually I did. But not before I evened the score. Because Emily wasn't just a cheater. She was arrogant. She believed she could manipulate, lie, and come out clean on the other side. She thought she could shatter me and still look like the victim. I wasn't going to let that happen. My revenge started small. Social media. I didn't post angry rants or expose her directly. No, I was smarter than that. I just told stories. Short, vague posts about learning the truth and finding out someone isn't who they say they are. People put the pieces together themselves. Mutual friends started asking questions. Whispers spread. Next, I reached out to her coworker's girlfriend. Yes, he had one. She didn't know. When I showed her the emails, her world collapsed too. She dumped him immediately, and word spread like wildfire through their office. Suddenly, Emily wasn't the golden girl at work anymore. She was the homewrecker. Her reputation, once so carefully curated, began to crumble. The final move. That came at a mutual friend's birthday party. A few months after the breakup, I was invited to a big get-together. Normally, I wouldn't have gone, but something told me Emily would be there. And sure enough, she was, dressed to kill, pretending she was totally fine, acting like she was still the life of the party. When she saw me, she froze. Then, like a true performer, she smiled wide. "Oh my God, you came!" I just smiled back. Of course. Why wouldn't I? Throughout the night, she kept circling me, trying to pull me aside. I ignored her. I laughed with friends, caught up with people, made sure everyone saw I was doing just fine. Better than fine. Then, when the moment was right, I made my move. The music dipped low. People gathered in the living room for toasts. Someone jokingly said, "Tell us a story from your love life." I raised my glass. "Sure, I've got one." I didn't name names. I didn't have to. I just told the story, the late nights, the email, the betrayal. I ended it with the same line I'd used the night I confronted her. "Have you ever been cheated on? Because I have, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone." The room was dead silent. Then murmurs started. Eyes darted to Emily, who was standing near the back, pale as a ghost. Her mask cracked. Tears welled up. She rushed out of the room, everyone staring after her. And just like that, the balance shifted. I didn't chase her. I didn't need to. Words spread faster than fire. Her perfect image was done. People saw her for who she really was. Not the victim, not the angel, but the liar who destroyed what she had. Meanwhile, I moved on, slowly but surely. I found peace, found love again, built something stronger with someone who actually deserved it. And Emily? Last I heard, she bounced from job to job, relationship to relationship, never quite shaking the shadow of what she did. Cheating breaks something in you. It makes you doubt yourself, question your worth, wonder if you'll ever trust again. But it also teaches you. It sharpens you. Emily thought she could break me. Instead, she exposed herself. So if you ever ask me that question, have you ever been cheated on? I'll say yes, and then I'll smile, because the day I was cheated on was also the day I learned just how satisfying revenge can be. Like and subscribe. Share if this happened to you or someone you know.